Hi everyone, it's JoyJam, and today we're going to be talking about hustle. Now, if you're not interested in entrepreneurship at all, you're probably not going to have the same perspective on that word, but you might, because entrepreneurs are a very loud group of people on social media. And so basically, there's this whole thing where hustle is supposed to be the idea of working really hard so that later you don't have to work as hard. And I don't know if that's an exact definition, but that's the sort of social meaning that it has come to have. And it's kind of funny because at first I was really inspired by it. I really subscribed to the idea of the hustle. I was like,
oh yeah, work really hard, completely ignore everything about your health.
And then you will get everything you imagine. But this kind of plays into something that I also used to believe in that I really don't anymore, which is the idea of hating yourself to success. It's like basically thinking people that see things the right way are this is not gonna make any sense to you. But I grew up, I guess, with this idea that if I was hard enough on myself, I would achieve everything I wanted to. So whenever I got something wrong or I failed at something or I didn't do something, I would just completely be terrible to myself. I would seek out people being shitty to me because I thought that would be motivating. And I mean, this comes in a lot of different forms and a lot of different genres, I guess. And I don't speak for everyone, because I know for some people, actually, you know what? I know I don't speak for everyone, but I don't think this works for anyone. I'm sorry. If you have hated yourself to success, then you're probably miserable now. It's not a good way to live, and also it's not something that is really as productive as you think it is. Because the reason why people that have gone through like hardships like that, who have gone through like bullying, and it's like, and I know that that's maybe not the right thing to bring up here, but what I'm saying is people who have experienced other people being mean to them when they have failed, the reason why they're respected so much when they come out of that is because since they never had the support, it was a lot harder for them to reach the point that they reached. But the thing is, the same thing applies to you. If you are trying to hate yourself to success, if you give yourself like hours and hours of shit every single time you do something a little bit wrong, then you're slowing yourself down. You're not being productive, and you're more likely to fail, just like in situations when other people are berating you. Now, some people do find motivation from people hating on them, and that I'm not denying that, but did it make them slower? Probably, at least a little bit. At least I think so. And also, like I said before, it's just a miserable way to live. Why would you want to be bad to yourself to succeed when you could be good to yourself and not only succeed faster, but also be happier? And maybe it seems like I'm going around in circles, but I'm trying to nail the point in, because I know from my own experience, like, this was something that I struggled with for a really long time. Here's what made me realize that that's not the way you should be going about things. Hating yourself is the easy way out. If you're hating on yourself every time you get something wrong, then you have more excuses to quit. You know, you have the excuse that you're being too hard on yourself. You have the excuse that it's bad for your mental health. You have you have more excuses if you're being bad to yourself. And I know, I guess people can't always control it, but still, it's true. It's the easy way out, because that's the thing that makes sense. That's the thing that's the easiest thing to do, is to just throw insults at yourself. Whereas if you were actually doing the thing that takes more work and that takes more effort and that takes more maturity, you would be shutting down the negativity and just trying to figure out what you did wrong, how you can improve, and looking at it from a less emotional eye. Because in that sense, then you're able to move forward a lot faster. And not only are you able to move forward and have the thing go faster, but you're also reinforcing that maturity within yourself, which is definitely the harder thing to do, because then if you're saying, I'm the type of person now that doesn't hate on myself, I'm the type of person that tries to understand the situation, looks at it from a strategic eye, and then move forward. If you're doing that, then you're growing who you are slowly. Because every time you do that, instead of hating yourself, then you become better and you become faster and you become stronger. Just like the song. I know probably to people that are currently in that mindset where they're thinking that they can scream at themselves every time they do something wrong or waste a little bit of time, and then suddenly one day they'll turn into workaholics and get the life they want. That it probably won't make that much sense. You'd be like, why would you not hate yourself? Why would you not be bad to yourself? Because that's the thing that's going to motivate you to move forward. But the fact of the matter is that's not true. That's a lie that you're telling yourself so that you can take the easy way out. I know that from experience. You know, there are a lot of people that are very successful that do talk about hustle, and they talk about it like the time where they were ignoring their health and they were ignoring everything and just working. And I know in the beginning I said that the idea of hustle has become distorted, but I think it's become distorted because I think it's become hating yourself to success. I think it's become more about shutting yourself down when you do something wrong than just continuing forward. Even though that's kind of blatantly opposite to the idea of what hustle is. So I absolutely do agree with the idea of hustle, and I agree with shutting things out so that you can focus on your priorities. You have to have a certain level of maturity to be able to engage in that without, you know, shutting yourself down and being shitty to yourself, and then overall just, you know, losing before you even really try. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for listening to my little rant. This is something that I've really thought a lot about lately. And I think it's really important for people to think about, because a lot of people have these goals, and I think they go through the same process where it's like they just start like trying to hate themselves to success, and then as soon as it doesn't work, then they just shut themselves down with that, you know? The hating themselves to success becomes hating themselves to not care about their goals anymore, and hating themselves to, you know, a life that they think they can't achieve as much as they really can. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.